on the housetop, whip, whip, wham. In swings good old Spider-Man. He isn't Santa with all his toys. He's saving the city for the girls and boys.
We all know that line. That powerful and iconic line that has revolutionized the way that we think about a hero and their problems. With great power comes great responsibility. In a world with new, brave, bold, and powerful superheroes, the character of Peter Parker keeps it simple. Well, maybe not simple, but normal. From the first moment readers were introduced to the iconic character with very bright and colorful art by Steve Ditko and awesome engaging narrations from Stan Lee himself, to the emo dance routine. This really just kind of got me thinking about, I guess just how much Spider-Man's impact can vary based on person to person.
With Spider-Man No Way Home out and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1 coming out soon, it got me really thinking about how Spider-Man changed my life.
This is going to be a really cheesy video. I'm already going to warn you guys. Is it crazy to say that a fictional character changed my life? Is it crazy to say that he changed the whole way that I think about the world and other people and their problems, my problems, the way I think about myself and my problems? Is it crazy to say that this fictional character created by a guy who made other characters with fire powers and stretchy powers and shields and green monsters? Is it crazy to say that this freaking character changed my life? Maybe that's crazy, but it's what freaking happened. Today, I'm going to explain why Spider-Man changed my life, how he changed my life, and, hopefully maybe that'll just make us understand what's so special about this character, because I don't think I'm the only one. I think there's a lot of people who learn a lot of stuff from Spider-Man. Spider-Man's just a good superhero to learn life lessons from. So, with that big, ginormous build-up, no pressure, as Peter Parker would say, let's get on with the video, and let me explain how Spider-Man has changed my life. So the first basic principle that I think is taught in the Web Commandments is guilt. The importance of guilt. Guilt is a crucial element, I think, in Spider-Man's story. I would say most people would agree with me. I can't think of many people that would say Spider-Man's not inspired out of guilt. Spider-Man seems to be different for everyone, but there are some key things that I think do stay the same. And one of those is he never really stops feeling guilty for what he did to Uncle Ben. Even though Peter Parker didn't directly murder Uncle Ben, it was his fault, and he's never fully going to recover from it. I think what this kind of teaches us is that it's totally okay to have a flaw. Everyone's going to have a flaw, and it just keeps Peter Parker from being perfect. Peter Parker could easily become Superman. He's well driven, he's a very, very strong individual, but he is so held back by his overwhelming sense of guilt from what happened. And that guilt is important. That guilt is important, and I'm going to explain why that guilt is important because of this next principle, responsibility. This is also one of the ones that most people, I would say, is very prevalent in Spider-Man. This is what sets Spider-Man apart from most superheroes. His sense of guilt and his sense of responsibility. His guilt is what makes him never forget. He never forgets who he was. He'll never forget, because if he forgets, then he might become that person again. He will always be reminding himself of the person he used to be, and he'll never fully recover from it. And he uses his sense of responsibility to use that guilt as a tool. Peter Parker is so guilty to the point where there's nothing else he can do but do what's responsible, do what he's supposed to do. He has had greatness bestowed upon him. Okay, I don't normally talk those big words, but that's usually what they would say. So Peter Parker is one of those characters that was not born for greatness. Greatness was kind of placed upon them, and it's his responsibility to be Spider-Man. And you know what? Being Spider-Man isn't easy. So that's why I'm about to talk about this next principle that Spider-Man talks about, and that is the importance of sacrifice. Peter Parker is one of the probably saddest characters out there, just because of the fact life just takes dumps right on his face all the time. For every life that Spider-Man saves equals something bad for his life. It's a classic staple in the comics. Stan Lee did it all the time. Aunt May's sick, so she needs medicine. Peter Parker wants to get his medicine, but 5 blocks down, Shocker's robbing a bank. It's things like these that first of all make this superhero even more grounded, but most importantly, it just makes him real. This is something that's heavily talked about in Spider-Man 2. I think that Spider-Man 2, the alternative title for Spider-Man 2 should be the Parker Luck. Parker Luck is very real, and it's something that comic fans talk about a lot, because there is just nothing more relatable than the Parker Luck. We've all had those days where life is just taking a dump right on our face. And Peter Parker has that every single day because he's doing what's right. When he does what's wrong, things happen to go his way, but it tumbles out and it doesn't usually work. Peter Parker needs Spider-Man, but sadly that means a lot of sacrifice. Now these are some really heavy principles and some really heavy hitters, you know? I mean, it's serious, and Spider-Man's a joke character, right? I mean, he's funny and he jokes a lot, and you know, I'm always seeing him quipping in battle. Well, yeah, that's true, and I think that Spider-Man is one of those characters that is funny and sad at the same time, and I think that's just very reflective of life. There's a lot of funny stuff that happens in life, and there's a lot of serious stuff that happens in life. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is this sense of optimism. The importance of keeping a bright attitude when everything's bad. Even if the world isn't good, which it's not a lot of times for the Marvel Universe. The Marvel Universe is constantly undergoing apocalypses, like tons per day. Alien invasions, tentacle arms, you know, I don't freaking know, interdimensional portals, just a bunch of stuff. A dude who's gonna eat their planet for a nice breakfast. That's a thing too. Dude, this universe is constantly stressed, alright? And I think Spider-Man understands the importance of keeping a bright attitude in those moments. I'm not saying Spider-Man's always going to be funny, because there are times where Spider-Man just loses that optimism. It happens to everyone. We all have those moments. We're not always going to be funny. We're not always going to be happy. But when we get back up from those dark moments, put on a bright attitude. Start having fun in life, because what is life without fun? Peter Parker understands this, and that's the thing. He's still a teenager. No matter how old he gets, he's still going to be a teenager learning to be a man. So that means he has this sense of responsibility, but he's also going to have fun with it. When we're going through these serious, harsh times, sometimes a joke, a smile, just cracking a little giggle, that can help a lot. Also, in combat, it's used as a distraction, and I also think it's used to kind of help, like, ease his nerves and stuff. So it serves a lot of purposes, his jokey attitude. Alright, the fifth and final principle that he has taught me, and I do think that this one is a little bit more specific to me, but I do think he has definitely taught other people this principle, and that is the ability to keep pressing on. After all this stuff, all the stuff on Peter Parker's plate, which there's a lot, there's big freaking super villains, there's Aunt May in the hospital, his best friend hates him, his girlfriend hates him. Dude, there's a bunch of stuff going on in this man's life, superhero and regular. The ability to keep pressing on. He does not stop. This man, no matter how long he's put out, no matter what puts him out, he will always get back up. He always gets back up. And I think all of these principles combined just fuel that. All these principles fuel the ability to keep pressing on even when he's at his lowest point. So that's what I think Spider-Man has taught me. Those are the 5 principles. Let me know what you guys have thought. And honestly, I also want to say, please don't start any dissing in the comments or anything like that. I want this to be a very wholesome video. I miss the old Spider-Man fan base that didn't hate each other, and if you guys have something to say in the comments, obviously I can't really control what you're saying, but please keep it nice, and just let's share the love we have for this character. Tell me some of the 5 principles that he's taught you. What's in your web commandments? Doesn't even have to be 5, it could be 10, 30, I don't know. let me know what Spider-Man did for you. Alright, so it's post-editing, Carter. I just got done editing the whole video. Super happy with how it turned out. I just want to say, if you guys took something away from this video, make sure to like subscribe, follow along if you want to, because basically what this whole channel is about, it's about me documenting my journey, my journey. It's about me documenting my journey through the self-help world. And you know, Spider-Man has been a big inspiration for me in this channel, and the fact that I want you guys to picture me down there with you, like that. Like I'm right here being a normal guy trying to, you know, improve my life as best as I can. You know, it's really, I'm not doing anything extraordinary. I'm not going to say I'm doing anything extraordinary. I'm a person, just like, I don't like how I said that. I said that egotistical. I mean, like, all I'm trying to say is I am right there with you guys. You know, I want that to be a very good theme on this channel, is that I'm down there with you. I'm not necessarily teaching to you, I'm just documenting my journey. Anyways, sorry for that super long outro. I know that was a big ramble, but it's important. And if you guys want to see more how blank changed my life videos, let me know, because I wanted to make this like an actual series. I could do how punk rock changed my life, how comic books changed my life, how superheroes changed my life, how self-help changed my life. There's a bunch of things I could do it on. So this would be a really good series to start up. So if you guys are interested in more videos, let me know. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys in the next video. I don't know why that took me so much to think. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye. This is too long.